How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but it's the only logical thing to do.
A nicer way of saying she has no choice.
Indeed. I must stop Constantine, regardless of what it may cost me. Not only to obtain an antidote to the Malachor, but also to save this island.
We will all be with you. After all, this concerns all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically and spiritually.
Thank you. You have been precious allies, and you are proving once more the value of your friendship. Now, let's go. It'll be a shame if we arrive too late.
The entrance to the sanctuary has been forced. A fight took place here.
Constantine managed to get through. Let's hurry.
I'll stay here. Someone has to stop these creatures, otherwise you'll never reach Constantine.
Are you sure that you want to do this?
If I can give you just a few more minutes, at least go now and stop.
In that case, thank...
You're arriving too late. We fought as best we could, but we'll do everything we can to give you... But you must chase him. If Enon...
I'm well aware of that, but here comes some more
must part ways, Desarde. We can't leave our allies alone.
I wouldn't have put it that way.
Enough with the talking.
Fine.
It's my turn. It's up to me to stop the last wave of creatures.
I knew you'd say that, but I hoped I was mistaken.
Constantine thinks of you with a lot of affection, despite his madness. You are more likely to convince him than I am. My role is here. Go, my child. I pray for your success.
Thank you, Petrus. Be careful. Constantine!
Restrain her!
I do not desire your death. I'm sorry.
Why? Why have you done this?
But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last.
This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps, but...
I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods, the immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me. And we will be gods together, forever. Come.
Good night, sweet prince.
After the fall of Constantine, my young student managed to establish stronger links between the old nations and the natives. Some of their Donegada were even invited to the continent, and with their help, it slowly became a land filled with life again. And for the first time in a long while, the number of cases of the Malichor is decreasing. Of those who fought valiantly in Dorhat Genadu, very few survived, but they were crowned with glory. For despite their small number, they had managed to prevent the worst from happening. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkasi's clan when not visiting her friends. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his sister-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. These precious friendships allowed my student to slowly forget Kurt's treason, even though she still feels bitter about it at times. Siora, who had taken back her role as the Donegad of her clan, convinced them to join the Donea Exregao. Her heart was still full of disappointment for the time she spent in vain alongside her Renaigse. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the Seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans. Her friendship with the Renaigse helped Deirdre to overcome her reticence. She willfully accepted to follow the orders of her new High King. Dunkas and his people spent a lot of time with savants and theologians. Patiently, they shared their knowledge of the Earth and learnt new techniques from one another, and in so doing, they restored balance between the New World and the Old. The natives' hostility towards the Alliance has not diminished, and Governor Byrne is in a delicate situation, especially considering some sordid rumors in Al-Sad regarding the practices of the scholars he protects. Admiral Cabral had to face a mutiny as it became apparent that the Guard had been informed of the Nort's secrets. More secretive than ever, the Norts withdrew, only accepting the Seaborn amongst them. Already weakened on the continent, the Guard had trouble staying in control of San Mateus. At first, the religious population of the city rejected the authority of their commander, but due to its significant distance from Teleme, they eventually accepted it. Despite the negative influence of some shady members in their midst,